Hello. This is a quick video showing how you can use the Xbox One controller bindings. I haven't just tested it with an Xbox 360 controller, but I think it should work. If you use an Xbox One Elite controller, then you have the extra 4 paddles, and probably you can bind some keyboard shortcuts to those paddles using any type of software that you want. So after you've loaded the game, you'll notice that the convergence is very big. If you press on the left thumb, this basically aligns everything, the convergence and the UI, so you can shoot and for the third person uh, play. If you hold the left trigger, this will put the UI and the convergence at bigger or lower depth, so you can basically aim properly. Okay. Yeah. If you go inside the Nomad and you press on the D-pad or the arrow keys, the right arrow key for half a second, the game will then switch to the Nomad convergence mode, as you can see. And every time you exit, press the thumb or the stick, left stick again, and then you're ready to go for anything. Go inside the Nomad, press the right arrow, and everything's fine. If you go to the map, if you press the up arrow key for half a second, then the map will, or the convergence and the UI will switch to the 3D map mode, as you can see here. Yeah, pressing the left trigger to zoom out, which is also used for aiming, will have this effect while you keep pressing it. Okay, back again here, right arrow key, Nomad convergence out, left stick, the third person convergence mode. Okay, so now if I extract the Tempest, like I said in the previous video, there isn't any key shortcut for the videos, and it's not required anymore. It's automatically handled and fixed. So here you can see that outside the Tempest you see in one eye. If you press for half a second the start button, it disables that one. Or in this case, if you go back and then front, it will fix it. Now there are a couple of cinematics where that involves the Tempest, and that one eye effect can break the immersion, so I recommend using this shortcut for that. Cinematic mode, so if I go here,
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
the cinematic, I just skipped everything.
What can I do for you?
If you press the left arrow key, you can switch between two cinematic or two convergences for the cinematic, a high one and a low one. Again, like I said before, it's up to you when you use these.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
The 50% depth shortcut. If you press half a second on the Xbox button, the one that has the Xbox logo, the round one, also called the guide button, this will switch to 50% depth. Press it again, half a second, 100% depth, or whatever depth you had before. So this is very handy.
Tied things up for the old ground team before I left.
Need something?
Again, left arrow key, between two convergence modes for
I'll be here if you need me.
cutscenes. This is also very useful for different menus, like the skill menu, where you can switch between two of them, or the loadout menu, where here you can switch to a lower one, and when you go, for example, here, you can switch to a higher one. And here as well. And this is all there is to it about all the the shortcut keys. At the end of the video, which is now, I'm actually going to show you a diagram and how all the shortcuts and the buttons are mapped. So I really hope this video helped, and see you around. Hello again. I forgot to talk about the galaxy map mode. This mode features two convergence values. One is a high convergence value and one is a low convergence value. You can toggle between them by pressing on your D-pad the down arrow key on your Xbox One controller. So if you go to the galaxy map and we notice that everything is black, that means you probably disabled the tempest view, which can be re-enabled by pressing the start button on your Xbox controller for half a second. So keep on pressing for half a second. So now we can see the galaxy map. If I press down arrow key, this is the low convergence mode, which it's usable for scanning planets. And you can also use it for the cluster map, which is this one, to select which cluster to go. As for the high convergence mode, which can be toggled by pressing the down arrow key again, as you can see it here. This is used for basically navigating around the cluster from planet to planet. It gives you nice depth and nice convergence and feel, which you can see right now. So once you get to a new planet and you want to scan it, press down arrow key again, go to low convergence, you scan it, move to the next planet, press down before to switch to the high convergence, then you fly to the new planet. Again, you reach the planet, you want to scan it, press down, switch to the low convergence. If, for example, you go to the cluster map and the convergence is high, press down again and you switch to the low one, and so on and so on. Hope this helps.